Okay, so this is part 4 of Toxic Masculinity. I'm just chilling under a tree at the moment. In fact, the light's pretty bad there, so I'll see how we go with the light. I might have to move again. There is just a couple of little lambs in the background here. Bit of new life, good thing, eh? So where are we up to? So towns and being working class. So towns and working class. I live in Darwin. It's a former mill town. Quite a poor place. You know, working class is predominantly the backbone of the town. You know, so it was a mill town. And with all towns like that, you know, you're gonna get there's certain families that are hard. There's certain families, you know, that kind of like, how can I phrase it? You know, have something to live up to, really. You know, I think a lot of working class stuff is you know, like have something to prove to people, you know. But then, you know, it's how hard you are, how much of a drink you are, how many drugs you can take, what money you earn, you know, and it's kind of, it's like bollocks, really. You know, it's a lot of people, you know, like I certainly struggled with being in a working class town growing up, and it's quite a narrow-minded view of the world, really. You know, I know people, you know, who live in this town, and I kind of like have a bit of a laugh with them and say, "Oh, you're going to Blackburn? You better take your passport," you know, and it just feeds into that same bullshit, you know, that masculinity thing that. You know, we don't talk about things and we keep everything to ourselves, and you know, it's we'd rather go to a pub and take the piss out of everybody rather than you know, talk honestly about things and stuff like that. So it's like really quite frustrating, really. You know, I've been guilty of it myself. You know, I've a lot of people know I've used a lot of drugs in the past, and you know, to the point where you stood around the kitchen chatting absolute fucking bullshit with you know, your mates and stuff like that. And the thing that kind of like binds people together, really, when you're still fucking sniffing coke at 5 o'clock in the morning after a couple of days, is everybody's the same. You know, everybody fucking wants to express themselves and talk about shit, and they put it world to rights because they sniffed up. You know, but every one of them people who are sniffing in a kitchen or they're fucking drinking or whatever, you know, that's toxic masculinity in itself, rather than people just saying, you know what, mate, I'm really fucked up, I could do you an hand. It's now, let's fuck it, let's get another grand, man. And you know, I've been there, I've done it. You know, it's just it's not the way forward at all, really. You know, it's something that, you know, it's like, oh, I can out-sesh you, or I can out-drink you, or I can out-fight you, or I can fucking, I earn this much or whatever, you know. And it's like a massive fucking flap out, really. It's like, oh, you know, my dick's bigger than your dick. And it's like, does that really fucking serve a purpose in you know, people recovering from mental health challenges or experiences? You know, it's something to think about, isn't it? I'll be back for part 5, I think. Yeah, I'll be back for part 5 in a minute.